Okay, welcome back. Episode 5, I believe. Um, I think if you actually watched the last episode, you would have guessed the next band to be represented. We'll stick with the Beatles for a bit. We're not going to go through their entire catalog, but I want to go through some highlights, some of the albums I like. In fact, all the albums we're going to go through are ones that I have 2 copies of. And I have 2 copies for a few reasons. One of the biggest reasons why I have 2 copies is because I have all of the copies in this box set here, which is the Beatles stereo box set, I think it's called. It's an interesting story about this. When I first started getting into vinyl, 2013, 2014, which I've talked about before. I really wanted to get this Beatles box set, which I think came out 2012, the year before, or something like that. And it might have been like $350 to $400, somewhere around there. Used ones started popping up for a little bit less, I didn't have much of a budget for vinyl at the time, but I really wanted the box set. So I was looking, and I found it on Craigslist, and I can't even tell you what the price was. It was incredible. I thought it was like, it must have been a scam. It was odd. I can't even remember if there was more to the story, if the person who was selling it got it for some reason as a gift. I feel like I would have remembered that. So I got this, and then I got a vinyl copy of John Lennon. I think it's called Lennon Legends, which went along with I think it was like a greatest hits from around 2000, 2001 or something. That was sealed as well. And again, I won't tell you the price to make you feel bad, but I actually sold the Lennon Legends about a year later for approximately the same price I got the whole thing for, which was really, really neat. Again, I don't know how, I don't know what the full story was on the other side, but super cheap, which I was really happy about. I have heard now more recently from others that the stereo box set isn't the best sounding, and we'll explore that a little bit in comparing the other copies I have to this one as well. But anyway, so we're doing the Beatles. We're going to go through one album at a time, still in chronological order, but we're going to skip ahead a little bit. So the album we listened to today was probably my favorite, maybe second favorite, is Revolver. I'm sure you've all seen this album before. Revolver is an album that it's difficult for me to remember the first time I heard it. Of course, I'd heard Eleanor Rigby and it's Good Day Sunshine. Is that the name of the song? Good Day Sunshine. By themselves, either by downloading or listening to some mixes or something like that. And I listened to the full album, maybe the first time around when I started getting into vinyl again. And the first one that I bought was this one, which is album came out in 66. This is a 66 mono copy, US pressing. I think it's Scranton. Again, I'll put the information on the bottom as well. It's a Scranton copy. It's neat. I got it. I remember when I got it at Skeletones in Rochester, New Hampshire, which is where I'm from originally, and I believe it's that store's still there. This place, man, Skeletones it's like every time I went, they had this half off deal, and it would be like half off jazz, half off rock, half off like everything up on the wall. And the prices were always a little bit high, but then it was half off, so it was like lower than what I thought. I can't remember what I bought this for. What's neat is it has the original shrink wrap on it, and then a price tag, and it says, if you can't read it, save. It says regular price $3.79, our price $2.97. I paid more than that, but I probably not too much more for this copy. And it was the only one I listened to for a while, and I didn't even realize that it was missing some songs. The track list is different than the original British copy, which is again a common thing in the early albums, and I didn't realize it. And then when I started listening to the remaster, which I have here, which is from the box set, I realized, oh, okay, there's a couple songs like I'm Only Sleeping after Eleanor Rigby, which isn't on the US copy. And what's the other one? And Your Bird Can Sing. And I can't remember if they put them on a different album or something. Again, you can look that up. I'm not a Beatles historian, but yeah, so now it's hard for me to listen to the mono copy. I did listen to the entirety of the stereo copy, part of the remastered from the box set, and then just a selection of songs. I listened to Eleanor Rigby, Good Day Sunshine, and Tomorrow Never Knows. And the interesting thing was, I haven't listened to this album in years, this in particular pressing, and I would have thought that it would sound really bad compared to the stereo for whatever reason. Sure, like it's original and everyone likes the original, but it's original, it's US, but it's the mono, which is neat, so it's a different sound for sure. And of the three songs, Eleanor Rigby I thought sounded better than stereo. This is surprisingly quiet too, which is I didn't remember. Good Day Sunshine, I think stereo is better, and Tomorrow Never Knows, I would say it's a toss-up. They're a bit different. I did like the snare drum a bit better in the mono copy, but the rest of the sounds came out much more in the stereo copy, which was nice. Another thing I was more critically listening to the sound of this, and I realized that the drums are just they're mixed very, and a lot of the songs don't have the traditional drum, which I picked up on listening again through the whole album. But again, the drums are kind of in the background; they weren't stuck in the speaker like I've heard before. But it was almost like they was playing, 10 feet back or something. Just not as poppy and peppy and such. I have not listened to the new mono mix. One of the reasons I didn't buy that box, although it was available when I started getting into vinyl, I looked it up. It was the same thing. I had a different budget, and of course now I think those are going for much higher. And in general, I don't like listening to mono, so it's not super attractive to me. To get them, I wouldn't mind getting Revolver mono, maybe a couple others, but again, for the prices at this point, it's not really something I'm terribly interested in getting, especially because I'll probably only listen to it once. There's something about a stereo soundstage that I really like, even if it's not done really well sometimes. So anyway, great album. I love this album. You guys already know that. The most enjoyable songs, I think, Eleanor Rigby is one of my favorites, probably many people's favorites. Yellow Submarine just reminds me of playing that song for my kids and them singing and pretending to do the voice like this and the trumpets and different things. It might have been the only song and the only band that my kids knew about when they were really young. Dr. Robert, for some reason, is a fun song for me to listen to as well. And then let's see. I'm Only Sleeping? No, Love You Too as well, with like the sitar or whatever at the beginning, is kind of the same thing, like the tambourine, the percussion in the back, it's likely intentional, but it sounds like it's 10 feet behind, which in that song worked out really well. And the others, I want more. I want to hear the snare drum. I want to hear it, but not a lot of traditional drumming in this album, which again I'd forgot about. I'm not sure there's much else to say about Revolver, at least at this point. We're gonna be going through the Beatles again. Let's see, without giving them all away, although you can probably guess. 1, 2, 3. I think 3 other albums we'll do. I have 2 copies of this one and then one other. And I might throw in one that I have 3 copies of right now I borrowed, so we'll go through that as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you are, I did see that at least a few people have watched these. I can't imagine it's going to be very many. Like I said, this is more of an exercise for me to remember these albums and re-listen and at least get my thoughts out there. I hope you guys are all doing well. Have a great evening, which is what it is here right now, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.